Salute. Good afternoon. What's going on? What's going on with my people out there? Middle of the week. We had a short week. It's a holiday. You know what I'm saying? We almost there. You feel me? So, stay locked in. Stay locked in. I hope everybody having a blessed week. Safe, prosperous. But we got to get into it. The Klay Thompson Bowl, make sure you hit them thumbs up upon entering at your own leisure discretion. The Klay Bowl went exactly how everybody wanted it to go, especially Klay, as far as a production standpoint. Klay came out, he got right to it. The first possession, he posting up Steph Curry. He like, nigga, you too little, mouse in the house. Steph Curry reaches in, fouls, go to the line, knock his free throws down. That kind of started the night for Klay. Klay was like, I'm being aggressive. My teammates don't feed me the ball. They're going to get me in, come to positions so I can set me up to, score. And he even had a drive to the lane. So Klay Thompson did everything that he was supposed to do last night. You feel what I'm saying? But there's a guy by the name of Wardell that just happens to be the greatest on the planet right now. Steph Curry is another monster. People have to understand the development of Steph Curry, the work ethic, and how Steph Curry became who he became. Steph Curry became who he became because of adversity and strong faith. I'm going to say that because he is a believer in Christ for sure. Steph Curry became who he became based off of the trials and tribulations, based on his transgressions, based on him not being the best. See, this is what people need to really, really understand. I'm just going to point out these three players, right? I'm going to point out these three players. There is a correlation between these three players that I'm about to name. Salute with a Cuddy. I see you, T-Swedes. Appreciate you, buddy. Salute. Hit them thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. I'm from the Bay Area, man. I'm from South Berkeley. Feel me? From the Bay. You know what I'm saying? People don't know South Berkeley like that, but Oakland, you could just say Oakland, Bay Area. Feel me? But I'm from South Berkeley. It's right next to Oakland. So we in the Bay, man. But I want these three players. So I'm going to say the names of the players, and then I'm going to explain to you the correlation between all these three players. Stephen Curry, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. Those three players, right? So now let me get into the correlation between these three players and what makes them uniquely different than anybody else that ever played the game. These three players battled adversity early on in their basketball careers. Very early on. Remember, you guys, Michael Jordan was cut. Michael Jordan, somebody out there was a coach that told Michael Jordan, you're not good enough to play for my team. Remember that. Okay. Kobe Bryant didn't score one basket all summer, that whole summer or year that he played, you know what I'm saying, in like elementary, right? That's another guy, okay? Steph Curry was never the fastest, never the quickest, never the most athletic, and his jump shot came from his chest. Right? Never was highly recruited by any colleges. But he was smart. So Davidson was a school. So North Carolina, his own state, I'm pretty sure a team that he admired growing up, watching the Chris Webbers and the Rasheed Wallaces and Jerry Stackhouse, who's now an assistant coach on the Golden State Warriors. I'm pretty sure Steph Curry grew up admiring these players, right? These three basketball phenoms, right? These three basketball legends had a chip on their shoulder. These three basketball legends went to the laboratory and said, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to prove everybody wrong. And I'm going to show everybody through my hard work, dedication, commitment, and diligence to this game that I love, that I can become something that nobody ever imagined me becoming. So that's why you have Michael Jeffrey Jordan, Kobe Bean Bryant, and Wardell Stephen Curry. So there it is, Stephen Wardell Curry. There it is. There is no other players on the planet that's like these three individuals. Nothing handed to them. Nothing handed to them. Had to get it out the mud and work for everything. And they took that dedication, that commitment to hard work into perfecting their craft and becoming the best to do it. And that's why those three players, in my opinion, are my three favorite players ever, and the three best players to ever play the game. And Steph Curry deserves to be mentioned in any GOAT debate. Because guess what? Steph Curry already right now doesn't get any foul calls. He gets grabbed, held, hit, they run up under him, they hit him on the arm, and he still manages to make his shots. In spite of, right? So for people to say that Steph Curry couldn't play in the old school, or he wouldn't be as impactful, that's cap. And let me tell you why. I don't care about that hand checking, because you can't hand check what you can't get next to. Let's just keep that 100. If your ankles is going to be all over the damn court, how the hell you going to be able to hand check a Steph Curry? And then his quick release. See, this is the thing. If Dale Curry, Muggsy Bogues, Spud Webb, and all these other players can play in the 80s, and play in that era, you know what I'm saying? The Dana Barrowses and all these other shorter guards out here, the Earl Boykins. If all these other players, the Tim Hardaways, you feel me? I'm just naming a couple people. If these players, Isaiah Thomas's, if all these players can play in the 80s, why would you think that Steph Curry wouldn't be able to play in the 80s and the 90s? Think about it. His dad played in that era, and his dad fared pretty well for himself, right? Why wouldn't you think Steph Curry would be able to play in that era? And this is just for the people who, you know, all the people out there that hates on a guy saying, oh man, this is a watered down era, and he couldn't do this in the 90s and the 80s. That is cap. With this dude's handle and his quick release, he would have torched motherfuckers in the 80s. Put this handle, put the footwork, put the shot release, put all of that in the 80s, and you tell me if Steph Curry would be able to fare. The hand checking wouldn't matter, because he gets hand checked right now and they don't call nothing. Steph Curry he is the most fouled athlete without getting a call in the damn game today. They fouled Steph Curry more than anybody in the league. And you would think Steph Curry should be averaging 40. If Steph Curry went to the free throw line the same amount of times as Luka, the same amount of time as LeBron, the same amount of time as Austin Reeves, the same amount of time as Giannis, the same amount of times that all these other players, Damian Lillard even get to the free throw line 100 times. Can you imagine if Steph Curry got 12 to 13 free points on top of his 28 points per game already? Let's just call it what it is. If Steph Curry can hit 5 threes again, that's 15 points. He's going to hit you with a couple mid-range, maybe like 3 mid-range. That's 6 points. That's 21 points. He gonna hit you with a couple floaters and layups. That's another 8 points right there. That's 29 points. Now add 12 free throws on top of that. So 29 and 12 is what? According to my math, that's 41 motherfucking points. Just think about this, bro. I just want people to put this stuff in the proper perspective. Because we don't be talking about the game and looking at it and breaking it down from an analytical standpoint that makes sense, that's logical. Motherfuckers they be hella emotional and they put their feelings into it, and now you have an irrational take. Steph Curry just that dude, and Steph Curry is better than your favorite player. Think about what I'm telling you right now. At his size, not quick, not fast, not athletic. Handle, jump shot, footwork. Handle, jump shot, footwork. Handle, jump shot, footwork. He's doing all this playing underneath the rim. Steph Curry is dominating a game without playing above the rim. Most of your best players in the NBA today plays above the rim, or can play above the rim. Steph Curry does all. Steph Curry's step back 3-point shot is like a tomahawk dunk on a 7-footer. It's debilitating. It's de-energizing. It's demoralizing. It's all of these other adjectives that I can keep going on and on and on and on and on. Steph Curry's ability to shot create off of the dribble. And you would think, man, when you watch Kyrie Irving play, you'd be like, how does he make them shots? But the real question should be, how does Steph Curry make the shots that he makes with little to no room over 7'8" people? Did you see the shot that he made in the Olympics over Victor Wembanyama, who's a legitimate 7'5"? And then when he stretches his arms out, the man is damn near 9 feet tall. He made the shot over 2 players. And I'm talking about this much space in between the fingertip and the ball with straight precision. Dude's work ethic is crazy. We just got to start giving people flowers, bro. And guess what? And Steph Curry is better than Kawhi Leonard. And let me tell you why. So you got to look at the totality of things. Kawhi Leonard is a really, really, really good basketball player. He's great. But the one thing that separates Kawhi Leonard and Steph Curry is the ability to push through the uncomfortable situations. The ability to push yourself to exhaustion and be available to play in a game. See, when you talk about Steph Curry in this era, or whatever era that you want to put him a part of in the last fucking 15 years, Steph Curry has been available. Outside of the little knick-knack injuries here and there, and then the broken wrist in the bubble, where he broke his wrist, his hand, outside of that year, and then the little minor ankle injuries here and there, Steph Curry then fell on his neck in a game against Houston Rockets or New Orleans Pelicans and came back in the game and finished the game in the second half and had about 25, I think, in that second half. Sprained his ankle severely, left the game, came back in the game, finished that game, had about another 30 in the second half. So to battle through adversity, see, that's what people need to really understand. Think about it. The way the guy battles through adversity is something that we've never seen, because guess what? He's used to the adversity. He's used to being in these adverse situations. The guy was not recruited. All the rest of the trillion schools in the nation said, we don't want you. You're too small. And then on draft day, all the other 7 teams or 4 or 5 teams that came before him said, guess what? All the scouts All the reports said, guess what? He's too small. He's not going to last in the NBA. This, that. So Steph Curry plays with all of that on his shoulder, all of that on his mental. Salute, my guy. And my people in the chat. Like, share, subscribe. People don't even understand. Your availability is your best ability. Your availability, let me say that again, is your best ability. Because guess what? If you're not available to play, then you can't showcase your ability. Think about it. If you're not available to play, you can't showcase your abilities. I don't even think Kawhi Leonard, and this is not no knock on Kawhi, but this is just the facts. I don't even think Kawhi Leonard got a 50-point game in his career. Can somebody fact check that for me? If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure we could probably count on on a couple fingers how many, if that, how many 50-point games Kawhi really got. When you want to talk about dog, animal, Steph Curry is the most competitive player, and he's up there with the Jordans, the Kobes. And you would never even realize it because Steph Curry is not going to tell you what he's going to do. He's just going to show you. So any little motivation that Curry might get from a situation where he feel like he was disrespected or slighted, he just going to drop 70 on you. He just going to drop 60 on you, 50 on you. In the most insane way to where you get so mad at the guy when he scores because he's going to start dancing. He's going to start doing all these little dance moves, and he's going to look, and he's going to do his chest and point to the sky, and he's going to start crip walking, and then he's going to look in the camera, and then he's going to be like, oh, let's go. And then he's going to look at the crowd and do the jersey, and then he's going to be getting the crowd, and you're going to want to fight the dude because you like, man, I played the best defense of my life on this dude. There is no way that he should have made that shot. But guess what? When you go back and rewind the tape, you become a fan. You be in awe of the things that the dude does on a basketball court. You're just in awe. It's just like, at some point it's just like, bruh, I ain't gonna lie, cuz nigga, you got a special anointing on yourself, bro. That's an anointing, bro. For him to have the ability, I don't care how many times you practice something, bro. You won't be able to replicate or emulate what Steph Curry does. See, we seen somebody emulate and replicate what Jordan did, right? Nobody's going to be able to do what Steph Curry does at all. The closest thing, and I don't even think he's close, is Trae Young. He drew comparisons when he was at Oklahoma, and everybody just, said, oh, Trae Young remind me of Steph Curry. Trae Young can't do the things that Steph Curry can do. Steph Curry doesn't have to flap to try to get calls on the referees. Think about it. He plays through all of that adversity, not getting no calls, getting fouled time and time again, scratches. You feel me? Hand check, pushing, tripping. You name it. Steph Curry puts your best player to shame. And guess what? That's why everybody and their mama want to go play with Steph Curry. But they are shameful. That's the reason why they don't, want to stay. Kevin Durant didn't want to stay with Steph Curry. You know why? Because Steph Curry never been a B athlete. Steph Curry was never a B player. Kyrie was a B player. He was a B player because LeBron was the A and Steph Curry was the Robin. Steph Curry ain't never been a Robin on his team. Steph Curry was always the Superman. Let's just call it what it is. Kevin Durant couldn't live up under Steph Curry's shadow. He was jealous of Steph Curry. Kevin Durant, till this day, is jealous of Steph Curry. Till this day, is still jealous of Steph Curry because Steph Curry was able to do what Kevin Durant couldn't, and that's win without Steph Curry. Let's just call it what it is. Let's just call it what it is. I'm sorry. So not only is Steph Curry proven that he can win without Kevin Durant, this year he's going to prove that he can win without his fellow Splash brother of the last 14 years. And he showed it last night by taking on the challenge. Hell, Steph Curry tried to reach out to Klay Thompson. Hell, Draymond Green tried to reach out to Klay Thompson. And what did Klay Thompson do? He ignored their phone calls. Your brother, somebody that you went to war with, knows your family, then ate at your dinner table, been to your house, been to certain events that you might have hosted, been around your children, etc., your girlfriend, your parents, and you ignore my phone call? Because at the end of the day, the bond that we've built, we're brothers. That's how bitter and egotistical and prideful that Klay Thompson is. And that's why Steph Curry reacted the way he reacted yesterday in that game, throughout the entire game. Steph Curry was on a mission yesterday. And it wasn't about the Emirates Cup, the NBA Cup. It wasn't about it wasn't about Steph Curry. It was about the disrespect. And Steph Curry showed the whole damn world. He was adamant. If you look at that last shot when he put him to night-night, normally you'll see him smiling. Steph Curry had a rage inside of him after he hit that shot because he knew that for the last 3 or 4 years, everybody was talking about Steph Curry need to request a trade, man. He need to get Klay Thompson. That's not who Steph Curry is. So for everybody to be throwing the man's name in the dirt, thinking that Steph Curry is this dude that's going to get players traded, coaches fired, and all of that stuff, he's never been that guy. The most humble athlete you'll ever see. The greatest teammate that you'll ever see. And the greatest person that you'll ever want to be around. But he's a stone cold killer when it comes to competition. And I respect it, man. That's the type of motherfuckers that I respect. And the game is going to be very, very lost when Steph Curry decides to retire. Fuck this LeBron shit. We've been off that train. LeBron does not compare to Steph Curry. It's the reason why LeBron wanted to go play with Steph Curry. He made that very well known on an episode of The Shot on Netflix. His show. The one athlete that I want to play with is Steph Curry. And then you see what happened when they did in the Olympics. Steph Curry saved LeBron's legacy. That's why he wants to play with Steph Curry. He said, I want to play with Steph Curry because if Steph Curry gonna win another ring, he gonna win it with me. Because we both gonna have 5 rings. I can't let Steph Curry go win another ring and get 5 rings Because then that means there's no more LeBron James GOAT conversations. Now you have to insert Steph Curry in that conversation. And LeBron hates when people still put Kobe over him. People still put Steph Curry over him. LeBron doesn't like that. He wants to stand alone in everything. But you went about your shit the wrong way. See, Steph Curry don't need to come out. Steph Curry has been on poor teams. He didn't mediocre teams. The one thing Steph Curry gonna do is when that offseason hit, he gonna put his work in and get prepared for the next season. You're not gonna hear him make too many excuses, but you are gonna see him hold people accountable. And that's the front office, and that's indirectly. Steph Curry, when he speaks, you'll know that, okay, we need to kind of, like, you know what I'm saying, make sure that we guys in here with Steph Curry that's like-minded, that's winners, that's going to compete. And that's exactly what we did this offseason. We got Wiggins that came back with a renewed mindset. Jonathan Kuminga is still on the rise and still doing his thing. DeAnthony Melton have something to prove. You know what I'm saying? Buddy Hield got something to prove, but these guys are high character guys that got a mean streak and a competitiveness about them that only Steph Curry can bring out. See, Steph Curry will bring out the best and the worst in you, because we've seen what happened with Klay Thompson. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson's relationship wasn't as close as people would have liked it. You know what I'm saying? Would like it seemed to be. You feel me? Real talk. There was this is my team, I'm better than you, you only won because of me and you can't win without me. It's all of that. And then we seen the pride and the ego kind of kill the morale of the team last year. The last couple years, it's been bad for the Warriors in that locker room. And Draymond and all them guys can attest. That's why they came out and say, we're having fun again this year. It's such a pleasantry to be around the guys in the locker room and the chemistry and the camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? The relationships. They're having fun, something that they haven't did in a long time. So we got to keep it 100, bro. Steph Curry deserves to be top 5 all time. I don't see nobody better than the dude. You can't name me somebody better than Steph Curry. Don't say Larry Bird. Stop it. Don't say Isaiah Thomas. Stop. Don't say Elijah Wan. Stop. Steph Curry is doing all of this as a perimeter undersized guard who shoots the basketball, who's non-athletic. Let's just keep it 100. Allen Iverson was great. Allen Iverson was great. What he did back then with that Philadelphia 76ers franchise, that needs to be applauded, like real talk. But what Steph Curry doing, or what he has done over the last decade and a half, come on, man. If that's not commendable, then I don't know what is. If that's not commendable, I don't know what is. And players be hating. Now you got reports, Giannis and the Warriors. Like, Steph Curry isn't going to join all these other guys. They want to come join him because they know the bandwidth that the man has. They like, man, this would be hella easy playing with Steph Curry. I'll be able to get free shots, free rim runs, free everything, free publicity. That's what Steph Curry does for you. And he does it with a smile on his face. He doesn't cheat the game like some other people that I know. He doesn't have a commercial with him and Father Time to where he is trying to defy the odds. Steph Curry is just him. Period. So we got to start putting some more respect, bro. We got to start putting some more respect on Steph Curry name, bro. We got to put way more respect on Steph Curry name. The dude is disrespected too much, man. And when I say that Kuminga's our best player, understand that Steph Curry is excluded from that category. He's not even in it. There is no, you can't put Steph Curry in it. We know he's the best player on the team. Outside of Steph Curry, Jonathan Kuminga is the most important player or the best player on the Warriors. Period, point blank. So, you know, hopefully we can continue to win and play good and, you know, keep up the level of consistency. But we got to start putting more respect on Curry, bro. I'm tired of these GOAT conversations and Steph Curry not even mentioned. And he should be mentioned, even though he's still playing with all the things that he's accomplished already. Steph Curry, he should be mentioned straight up. Let's see what we talking about, blood. Let's see what y'all talking about right now. I don't even know what y'all talking about. I'm going to the beginning. He said, where are you from? Da, 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 da. Oh, that. Come on, Cuddy. Showtime and ticket is done. They keep calling him Stephen Wardell Curry. No, nigga, his name after his daddy, Wardell Curry II. Yeah. Wardell. What do you think about Diddy arrests? Yeah, the Diddy arrests, I just think that we're living in the last times, man. Like, it's a lot of satanic and it's a lot of rituals going on in Hollywood for fame and success. So it's just, you have to be careful who you make a deal with. You got to be careful for the type of fame and the level of, you know, publicity that you want and want to garner, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not really worth your soul. I'm going to just say that. It's not really worth your soul. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, just become saved and put your trust and faith in the Lord Jesus Christ. And I pray for everybody's salvation, but you're going to have to answer to all of the things that you've done anyway. You're going to have to make an account for it. So all these things that Diddy has been involved in, him and his family and all that stuff and his children, bro, they're going to have to take accountability at some point. You feel me? So it is what it is, man. You know, it's tough, and I feel bad for all the victims and all the people that's been, you know, paid off and, you know what I'm saying, shunned down. Just, it's sad. It's sad. Lil Tay, this might sound crazy, but bro, I'm a LeBron fan, and I had to say yesterday, Curry might be best player of this generation. Yeah, that's facts, bro. Real talk, bro. You just gotta keep it 100, bro. I'm just saying, keep it 100. I'm from India. Time is 3:46 a.m. Salute to you, Dilu. Salute to you. Appreciate you tuning in, man, from India, man. That's dope. Like, share, and subscribe, man. You feel me? But salute to you, man. Appreciate you. Let's see. Top 20. Yeah, he probably trolling, Brody. Can't forget Shaq, man. Yeah, yeah. Shaq was dominant, but I think people would be overrating what, like, you know what I'm saying. Shaq didn't really have too many skills, like, to be honest with you. He was just big and agile for his size. He was just real agile for his size and athletic. You know what I'm saying? Had good hands and quick feet, but other than that, Shaq's skill, it didn't compare with the skilled big man in the league. You feel me? So it took for like a great player like a Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant to lead Shaq to a championship and not the other way around. Shaq was always just going to be Shaq, big and just dominant. But as far as him being the best player, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I'm just keeping that a buck right there. For sure, for sure. Keith, what's good, bro? Keith, I see you. I know where you from, Keith. I got you. I got you. Don't even trip. Yeah, that's facts, bro. Rip to the beam, man. Yep. Top 10. He say he not top 10 in your book. That's fine. That's just your opinion. It's okay. Why do the media only praise the losing when it comes to LeBron but nobody else? Yeah. Hey, you. Da, da, da. Of course he is, but he ain't Steph. Injuries. How is LeBron top five, but Kobe Duncan isn't? Right. Good, I guess we guess out of the top. Yeah, that's facts, bro. Salute, Shine. What's good? The, the Grizzlies dumb as hell. We should have drafted them. Y'all wouldn't have done shit with him, to be honest. He don't. I don't think KD cared. He just wanted some rings. Steph definitely a side, though. Mm-hmm. Bron is a role player. Yep. Facts. Derek White and Drew Holiday is better than LeBron right now. Yes, sir. Cottage, a salute. Cottage, I see you. What's up? Angel. Facts. He's not manufactured talent. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Uh, that boy is in top five, bro. I'm sorry. The shit that Steph Curry be doing, cause I don't see nobody doing that. But it is what it is. But that was a real. No, I know, bro. I'm about here. I'm tired, bro. I stayed up too late last night, cuz. I had a couple cups of coffee, and I don't even drink coffee, cuz. So I'm trying to stay up. You feel me? I got this damn motherfucking thing on. This. Sometimes when I be having this damn defroster on, that shit be fucking me up, though. Feel me? Turn that shit down. There we go. Hell yeah. But salute to my people, man, out there. You feel me? But that was a really good win by the Warriors, man. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see. We gonna see what happens, though. But it's early in the season, but I'm loving what I'm seeing from the Warriors. Our defense, Draymond locked in. Draymond is locked in right now. Like, you feel me? So when you get Draymond and Steph locked in, you can put some regular ballers around them, and then shit, they gonna make it do what it do, to be honest with you. You're going to the All-Star game? No, that motherfucker gonna be crazy. Yeah, that motherfucker gonna be crazy, man, that All-Star game. I'm probably gonna try to see if I can get somewhere around the building. I'm saying them tickets gonna be crazy expensive, man. You feel me? Shit, life still be lifing over this way. I wish I had it like that. You feel me? To get up into them damn games, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But salute to my people. The Dubs got the win in the Clay Bowl, man. Steph Curry is that dude, man. Top 5. You can't tell me different. It's nothing that nobody can tell me different about. You know what I'm saying, Steph. So it's all love, bro. Peace and blessings to my people, man. You already know what it is, bro. Love, live life, smile, cry, and laugh, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll holler back. Y'all be safe.